Class 11A. We are going to start with Chapter 5, Unit 3 of General Studies. That is, Unit 3 comprises of various chapters. Here we are talking about the important features of the Indian society. As we have discussed in the previous chapter, what is society and how does society work? Actually, family as a unit live in a particular area, and family has family members. So then it is known as family as a unit. But many families live in a particular area that is known as, they make a society, and all the happenings, all the events, all the functions, all together is that particular area, place, at a particular time is known as social events. So, man cannot live alone. Man prefer to live in a group. That group is known as society. How does a society develops? This I have told you. And what are the important characteristics of the society? And what are the important characteristics of you know society at a particular place or a particular time that we are going to study? That is known as features of a society. The first feature of Indian society is it is multi-religious. Second is multicultural. Third has a composite culture. Fourth, there is a unity in diversity. And fifth is very important, that is continuity and change. When we talk about the multi religious society, we should also discuss about the various languages which are spoken in our Indian society. So we can say multilingual society. One of the most important basic feature of Indian society is multilingual, multi-religious, multicultural, multi-religion character. When we look upon the languages spoken in India, there are 18 main languages which are spoken in India, and they have been specified in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. And apart from that, there are as many as over 800 dialects which are spoken in the various regions by the various people following multicultural and religion. So, if we see the important feature of the Indian society, there are many languages spoken in the Indian society, and 18 languages have been specified by the constitution of our country. When we see about the culture, India is the second largest country in the world in terms of population. So it is comprises of number of streams of culture. We can also see subcultures. And when we see about the culture, then we see that many languages are followed, many religions are followed, and that is why it is known as multilateral or multicultural economy or multicultural country here. First of all, who came to India? The Dravidians at one time inhabited the whole of India and they got mixed with the indigenous people. The Aryans who came later, they joined this system, they joined the area, they joined the culture and helped the Indian culture get broadened and deepen the foundation of the Indian culture. The first revolutionary stage of our culture is marked as Aryans plus Dravidian culture. Thereafter, our country has seen successive invasions by the Persians, Greeks, Pathans, Kushanas, Han dynasties, Gujars, and other. They all learned Indian languages, adopted Indian names, and some of them also adopted Indian religion and made India their home. They came one by one and later on they become Indians with Indians. Then the Turks came with their faith, Islam, and they adopted India as their home. Then in India, after a certain time period, a bhakti cult and a Sufism seen and born. Sufism and bhakti cult was a mixture or a fusion of various religions which have been followed in India in the previous days. Then that is why we see the concept of composite culture. What is composite culture? Various elements have gone into the evolution of Indian society. Many races, many cultures entered India, like many rivers and rivulets. They all mingled and merged into the ocean. Which ocean? The ocean of Indian culture. The compositeness of Indian society is something very unique. Therefore, we must be proud of it. There is perhaps no other country in the world in which religions are represented by millions and millions of people at the same time. Each devotee has the freedom to worship any religion. All the faiths, in their own way, have influenced the thoughts and traditions of one another at a very large extent. Each cultural impact, as it occurred, has left its imprint in the field of philosophy, literature, art, architecture, dance, and music of India, and all have contributed to make a culture in India that is known as composite culture. Then let's come to the next feature of Indian society, that is unity in diversity. What do you mean by unity in diversity? When we have seen that the people from the many culture, many religion, many races, many languages, they have come to India and they have established here in India. And they follow their own way of worshipping, fooding, languages. So we can see that there was something deeper within its fold, that is, the tolerance of belief and custom was very wider and it was practiced by every person. It was practiced by every person. It was acknowledged by every person. And even it has been encouraged by every person. So the evolution of Indian culture and thought is a record of a silent search for unity. Which kind of unity? Unity in life, unity in thought, unity in deed, and that unity is innate in her temperament. It transcends the innumerable diversities of race, creed, color, language, dress, and manners. The ancient rishis realized the unity of one eternal spirit whose power fills our mind and with the sense of oneness. So, among the diversity of religion, culture, languages, India has retained a very clear perception of unity. Now, if we talk about continuity and change, we all have been changing. We all have been changing continuously throughout the ages. Every culture changes to adjust itself with the needs of changing times and conditions. That is why it will not decay and perish. And because of the changes only, the culture has retained its continuity. Out of all the civilizations that arose 5,000 years ago, only Indian and Chinese civilization have shown an extraordinary staying power. India is also a country whose socio-religious links with the past has remained unbroken, unshattered by any revolution. In spite of many changes and crises, India has succeeded in preserving its basic identity. It has kept itself tied to a greater extent to its ancient moorings. Like this, children, we see continuity and change. And in continuity and change, we have family system, we have the caste system, as well as we have respect for elders and world's debt to India. These are the four parts of continuity and change. As I have started with the sentence that family is a unit, that is basic unit of the society, and family provides each member his identity, status, and sense of belonging. The family contributes towards the socialization of its member, regulation of their behavior, and social control. We have elementary or the primary family, as well as we have the joint family. Indian society, we have a tradition of joint families where, paternal and maternal families, they linked together on a common line. In India, the joint family system is prevalent in rural and urban area, and this joint family system is also one of the communicator of, that because of that the society changes and is also remain in a flow. Caste system, we can see in India, in the beginning during the Aryans and Dravidians, the caste in the society was based on the type of work, functions, and specializations. And it was there to bring stability to the economic organizations. In the beginning, there was no rigidity in the caste system. Any person can take up any work according to its qualification. But later on, we have seen that caste system became rigid, and the society was broadly divided into four castes: Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras. But later on, we have seen that the change in the society is that caste system became little complex one, but still it is continuing, and further changes can be seen in the caste system. And respect for elders, we can see respect, given by the youngest to the elders is one of the very important feature of our Indian society. Because of that only we can see that our society is continuing and still existing and still sustaining. And last is world's debt to India. When we talk about the important feature of Indian society, then we can see that Aryabhatta, or this zero, the concept of surgery by Shushruth has been given to the world by the Indian society also. So, class 11A, we can see various numbers of features of Indian society, and the questions are that describe every important feature of Indian society, and second is describe about the composite culture, third is describe about the family system, and fourth is write any two features related to the Indian society or the related to the Indian culture. So children, we have discussed all, and next time we are going to take up the next one, that is social tensions. Okay children, till that time take care.